ating tatalakayin ay ang Rapid Seed Supply Financing Project o RASFIP. And to give us the basics and overview, pati na rin updates on this project, with me is Mr. Edwin Ataysa, Regional Operations Officer of National Food Authority Regional Office 5 here in Legazpi City. So to start the discussion proper, ano po itong Rapid Seed Supply Financing Project o RASFIP? At ano ang objectives nito?
The Rapid Seed Supply Financing Project or RASFIP in short is one of the two sub-programs of the Rapid Food Production Enhancing Program of the national government, which is now being funded by a loan from the International Fund for Agricultural Development or IFAD and grant from the European Commission through the IFAD under the umbrella of Rice Sufficiency Program Plan of the national government. So funds from these two source, which is the IFAD and the EC, is channeled through the Rice Self-Sufficient Plan of the government.
Okay. It means yung mga agencies, local agencies involved, hindi na sila magre-release ng fund to implement this project. Solely on the part of IFAD na yung funding.
Yeah. The funds will pass through DDA, then channel to the NFA for the procurement of certified seeds.
Sino naman sir ang mga beneficiaries ng program na ito?
The ultimate beneficiaries of this program are the legitimate farmers, the farmers, individual farmers and farmers organization.
So sa pagpili sir ng mga eligible na beneficiaries, may sinusunod kayong criteria para pumasa sila doon, or simply pag farmer automatic qualified na sila?
Of course, there was certain criteria being adopted by the Department of Agriculture. Actually, the NFA as participant to this program is not actually the one determining the qualification of the farmers.
I see.
It is the Department of Agriculture through the assistance of the LGUs.
Sila na yung screen.
They are going to screen the farmers, possible farmers beneficiaries. Usually naman, they are listing those active farmers in their localities.
Ano ito, yung may ang farmer dapat may ari na lupa or
Not necessarily.
Parang tenant din sila.
Not necessarily, so long as they are identified as farmers or farmers in the area.
Okay. Pag dumating na sa NFA yung list ng mga eligible farmers, ano yung actions na gagawin ng NFA or steps?
Once we receive the listings of all the possible beneficiaries submitted by the Department of Agriculture, the first thing that NFA will do is to check whether there are duplication of these listings. Now, every time that the municipal agricultural officer came over to the office to purchase rice in the name of these beneficiaries, the NFA used to verify the names, whether these names are listed in the master list.
In terms of the sa implementation, since maraming agencies na involved, usually it will take time para ma-implement yung program. Ano yung mga usually dinadaanan na channels or mga protocols before fully implementing the project doon sa mga intended beneficiaries?
Yung system in the first stage of the implementation is really very confusing because there are three agencies involved: the NFA, the Department of Agriculture, and the local government units. But through a scheduled meeting from time to time, we were able to adjust and identify the critical stages of the program. And one of the standing block,
Yung mga constraints or
which is really the hardest, is the conduct of the bidding. It was so required by the financing
sa bidding
agency
ng ano po,
that
sir?
the procurement of the seeds should be done through bidding. So that was a really a very tedious activities and experience by both the agencies and the farmers.
Sino yung agency na in charge sa pagbid ng mga ng mga seeds?
Yeah, the task was given to the National Food Authority, and we were able to bid after 2 months of the program because of the preparation, all the parameters, the contracts,
Kaso
etc.
publication sa sa newspaper. So far, sir, ano yung mga reception ng mga farmer beneficiaries on this program?
The first experience we had in inviting the farmers to a meeting was they are very reluctant to participate. The mere fact na they are mere farmers, they don't have the sufficient capital to sustain the process of bidding. So in fact, the first experience of the bidding was that there was only one bidder, the seed growers of the Camarines North, the Seed Growers Association. All the rest did not participate. That's why a second bidding was conducted the following year, 2010.
Para maka-invite ng maraming interested parties to
some adjustment were made.
In terms of sir?
In terms of their payments sa performance bond. So it was reduced.
In terms of payment?
Dahil kung the entire amount ang involved or the quantity committed, the performance bond alone will require the farmers to maybe to secure from other sources again, from loan. So it will not really help. So by reducing the bond through scheduling of deliveries, they were able to participate, except Catanduanes, but all the rest participated.
Okay. Sa naman, in terms of sa progress ng report, ano yung update so far? Are we on track doon na ma-reach yung target for this year by or parang cropping season?
Since this program was divided into phase, kasi the first experience seems to be a trial. So we have the so-called phase 1, which ended in April 2010. But the farmers, due to their insistence, demanded for the continuance of the program. So in another phase 2, there were separate schedules